He wrote to you, opened up in a way that few have the courage to do, exposing what they feel. And now he's there, waiting for an answer from you. Do you feel it? The anxiety of someone who put their heart in your hands, the desire to know what you truly feel. You can't run from this. The person is there, trapped in this silence, wanting to understand if they will be reciprocated or if they will have to move on alone. What are you going to do? Ignore it? Pretend that this confession didn't touch anything inside you? Because the truth is, when someone gives us such a genuine feeling, something in us responds, even if it's just a spark, a curiosity, an unease. Maybe it's the fear of opening a door and exposing yourself. Maybe it's that old fear of commitment, of stepping out of the comfort zone and allowing yourself to truly feel. But what you need to know is that not responding is still a response. Silence, hesitation, leave deep marks on those who wait. And sometimes, the time that passes without a word can hurt more than a no. Think, would you like to be in his place, waiting for a reaction, for a sign indicating that you were heard, that your feeling was taken seriously? Letting it go, procrastinating, only widens the gap. This person trusted you enough to open up, to show you the most vulnerable part of themselves, their heart. It's like holding a live flame in your hands. He questioned himself countless times before sending that message, doubted every word, carefully chose how to say it. Maybe he thought, what if I lose the friendship? What if she distances themselves? Should I really say how I feel? But decided to take the risk, and now the decision is yours. Closing the door and letting this feeling die is a choice that only you can make. But if by any chance there is something in you that resonates with this confession, even if it's a doubt, a curiosity, a desire to explore what could be, why deny yourself this chance? You might be apprehensive, of course. You may fear the complications, the changes, the commitment that this type of connection requires. But the truth is, the best stories begin this way, with the discomfort of stepping out of the predictable, with the risk of embracing something new. So take a moment to listen to yourself. What does your heart say? Close your eyes and think of him or her waiting for you, expecting a response that will define the next steps. It is someone who allowed themselves to dream with you, to imagine a we. And in life, moments like this are rare, almost miraculous. Which of us can say we've ever received a true declaration without fear from someone who just wants a chance to share what they feel? Maybe you're afraid of making a mistake, of ruining what already exists, of losing control. This is natural. The unknown is scary, and love, when true, makes us face parts of ourselves that we would rather hide. But sometimes, life puts us precisely at these crossroads so that we can choose whether we really want to live fully or remain in the shadows of uncertainty. Imagine what you may be missing by letting this chance slip away. It could be the beginning of a story you never imagined living, a journey of self-discovery, of genuine exchange. Love is not just about being together. It's about supporting, growing alongside, building something that has unique value. It's a commitment of the soul which begins with a simple yes, a let's try. This chance to give an honest response is a gift, a moment of clarity, of honesty. Remember that when you respond, you are also responding to yourself. You discover more about yourself, what you are willing to risk. This decision defines you, reveals the type of person you want to be, someone who listens to their heart, who values others' feelings, who understands what truly matters. Because in the end, what remains are the relationships we build, the choices we make out of love and courage. Do not be afraid to say what you feel, whether it is a yes, a no, or even an I need time. Just do not leave that person adrift, trapped in uncertainty. Love needs movement, reciprocity, or a clear farewell to follow its course. If you choose to explore this feeling, do so with sincerity, knowing you are giving a real chance for something beautiful to blossom. And if you decide it is not the right moment or not the right person, be honest. Honesty may hurt, but it is infinitely fairer than silence. And maybe, just maybe, in giving this answer you will discover a connection that goes beyond words, that surpasses doubts and fears. Who knows, you might find a new path where each day is a discovery, a journey of affection and mutual support. That is the magic of opening up to another. You not only discover the other person, but rediscover yourself. The question is, are you ready to respond with an open heart, to live whatever may come after that answer, no matter which path it brings? You are at that critical point, holding that moment between your fingers as if it were something that could simply slip away. But here is the truth. No matter how much you try to avoid or prolong it, the moment to respond arrives, and it is in that moment that change resides. That answer, whether it is a yes, a no, or even an I don't know yet, is something that will free you and the other person in one way or another. And make no mistake, this moment of choice is powerful. It carries a chance to be honest, not only with the other person but with yourself. Do you really know what you want? It's easy to think that you can avoid it, postpone it, that maybe the situation will resolve itself, but sometimes waiting only creates more confusion, leaving room for doubt and regret. The more you delay this answer, the more that invisible bond between you weakens and fills with insecurity. And the more insecurity, the harder it is to maintain clarity, to make fair choices. Imagine yourself in some time looking back at this person who wrote to you with an open heart. Do you want to look back and feel proud of your response, of how you handled this moment? Or would you rather hold on to a regret, a feeling that you could have done more, been more transparent, more present? Because the reality is this: responding to a feeling is also respecting the time and courage that this person dedicated to you. It's understanding that by opening their heart, they put themselves in a vulnerable position, trusted you enough to be honest. And this kind of trust is rare. Deep down, it's not a matter of romantic love or fleeting passion, it's a matter of dignity. It's about the value of each person who has the courage to express themselves, to put truth into words, and entrust you with that truth. Do you want to be someone who respects that? Do you want to be someone who values this kind of commitment? Because one thing is certain, the more you delay this response, the further you move away from who you really want to be, and the harder it becomes to maintain the respect and integrity between you. Perhaps you're wondering, what if I respond and the answer isn't what the person expects? What if this changes the friendship, the connection, whatever it is that we have now? This is a legitimate concern. It's true. Some answers can indeed change things, but that isn't necessarily bad. Sometimes this change is what both of you need to grow, to understand what each of you truly wants. This honesty, this clarity, is what allows relationships to transform without being lost. And if you feel something for this person, if deep down there is a desire to explore what could be, maybe you're afraid to take the first step, to get involved, to leave your comfort zone. But I ask you, is it worth spending a lifetime imagining what could have been? Is it worth carrying the doubt of a what if in your chest? Because a chance like this, to experience a true feeling, doesn't come around all the time. By saying yes to this feeling, you might be opening the door to an experience you didn't even know you were looking for, a chance to discover yourself and the other person in a completely new way. Think about what you have to gain. I'm not talking about guarantees or certainties. Love never brings that. I'm talking about growth, connection, learning to see the other person in a deeper way. Each relationship brings a mirror, something that shows us who we really are beyond the masks and walls we build to protect ourselves. By allowing yourself to respond with an open heart, you also allow yourself to see that reflection, to explore a new facet of yourself, one that might just be waiting for the courage to come out. Or maybe you already know that the answer is a no. If that's the case, it's okay, but be honest. A clear no said with respect and kindness is much fairer than leaving the other person waiting, trapped in a cycle of uncertainties. The love, the feeling, the courage that they had in opening up to you deserves an honest answer, whatever it may be. And don't think that saying no is a failure or a rejection. Life is made up of meetings and partings, and each one teaches us something. If it's the case, this experience will show both of you what is truly important, what you are really looking for. But if you are still in doubt, if you still feel that you need more time, say that. A genuine answer, even if it is a request for time, is a form of care, a way of showing that you take seriously what's happening. This person will understand, will respect, as long as they see that you are being truthful. More than anything, what hurts is the feeling of being ignored, of having one's own feelings treated with indifference. What you decide now not only defines the relationship with the other person, but also the relationship that you have with yourself. In responding, you take a stand on who you are and what you value. If you value honesty, courage, and clarity, this response is an opportunity to live out those values in practice. And if by any chance you decide to say yes, if there is within you a desire to experience, to live something new, to embrace what fate has placed before you, then embrace this chance completely. Allow yourself to explore, to live without fear of tomorrow, because that is how the best stories are created. Life will always have challenges, but it is when we choose the path of the heart that we find the greatest rewards, the moments of fullness that make us feel alive. This response is more than just a simple choice. It is a turning point, a chance to grow, to be true to what you really feel. If you are ready for this leap, go ahead. If you are not yet ready, respect the time you need, but do so with the clarity that the moment demands. Whatever your decision may be, make it with respect, with the presence of mind that knows you are dealing with something sacred, the feelings of another person. Do not let fear or doubt dictate the course of your life. Look within and choose with courage. This decision is a gift, a rare chance to live authentically without regrets or what-ifs. So take a deep breath, connect with your truth, and give that answer that will define not only the path between you and him, but also the path you want to follow from here on out. After all, life is made up of these choices, and it is in them that we find our truth, our essence, what makes us feel alive and complete. Now it's your turn, so now it's up to you. There is no right or wrong answer, but there is the one that makes sense to you, that respects what you feel and what you wish to experience. Life has brought you to this point for a reason, and this decision that is in your hands is more than a response to another person. It is a choice for yourself, a gift, a chance to open up to something bigger, something that can change your view of what it means to share a life, what it means to have someone by your side to share the heart and the days with. Whatever your choice may be, make it with clarity and with your heart in command. Do not deprive yourself of the experience of being honest with someone who has entrusted you with their deepest feelings. The truth is that we do not know the full impact of our decisions, but we can always decide with authenticity and respect. Love, whether it is reciprocated or not, requires courage, and that courage is what makes life rich, true, and full of meaning. So, take a deep breath and look inside yourself. If there is a yes you are ready to say, embrace this opportunity with your whole heart. Experience what life presents to you with lightness, with surrender, and with an open mind. Allow yourself to discover something new without fear of what will come tomorrow. Sometimes the greatest blessings arrive without warning, and it is the heart that needs to be ready to receive them. But if the answer is a no, know that by being truthful, you are freeing the other person to also find their path with integrity. Regardless of what you feel right now, your response is an opportunity to define how you want to live, what kind of person you want to be. Letting fear or indecision guide this moment can keep you from discovering profound things about yourself. Saying what you feel, even with doubts, is an act of courage, and it is this courage that lights the way that takes us beyond the shadows of regret or doubt. You might still be wondering what to do. If that's the case, give yourself some time to feel, but do not close yourself off. And if you enjoyed this reflection, take this moment to subscribe to the channel and be part of this conversation. Share in the comments. How would you handle a situation like this? Have you ever experienced something similar, where you had to choose between opening your heart or keeping your distance? Often, it is in the stories and experiences of others that we find the strength and wisdom to move forward. Sharing experiences and feelings is a way for us to grow together, to see things from a new perspective, and your comment could be a support for someone going through the same dilemma. Also, leave your like if this reflection touched you in some way. Each interaction is a sign that this message found a special place in you, and that is something powerful. Your support and presence here make a difference. Throughout this journey, we talked about decisions, choices, courage, and the value of being true to ourselves. These are qualities that transform us, bringing peace and meaning to life. Let's continue exploring deep themes together, because understanding ourselves and others is the path to a fulfilled life. Thank you for being here. May you find in each choice, in each answer, one more step towards a life of sincerity, clarity, and achievements. Until the next reflection.